Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Kennedy Kampamba channel, whereby I'm bringing to you what is happening in Zambia, what is trending in Zambia politically and everyday life. Please like and subscribe to my channel and enjoy my channel. Thank you very much.
Yes, Madam President, you are again here at the court. Maybe just can should brief us what has transpired.
Well, there was a witness, a state witness on the stand, the supposed abductee, and he gave his version of what he thought he could come up with, and those who were in court have their own comments to make. It is very clear that this is an orchestrated attempt by Hakainde Hichilema to wash his dirt on me. I have emphasized time and again that sometimes when you tell a lie, you have to cover it. The challenge that they have as a state is to turn something that is straightforward, that these people were in the custody of UPND. In fact, on court record, Milton himself says he was with Margareta. And all of us know that Margareta was a security officer for Hakainde Hichilema. Only one person stood to benefit from hiding these people from being witnesses in court. They themselves complained of Hakainde having fraudulently acquired from 1924. I didn't complain. I had gone to Choma, may I emphasize, I had gone to Zimba to see Mr. Hambwalula, their first cousin, whose farm equally was taken by Hakainde Hichilema and was only authorized the transfer after Hakainde had come into office. That's the other story. They harassed Mr. Hambwalula. I think you saw Muchende even prefer a fifer and go and get animals and vehicles from poor Mr. Hambwalula, who doesn't even have a door outside his house. They went and confiscated his assets and beat him to assign their late father's farm to Hakainde Hichilema. He led me, that farm, the Hambwalula farm, late George Hambwalula farm, was mortgaged to Lima Bank. This 1924 farm was an asset of Lima Bank. Late Hatembo died in 1987. And the mortgage was lifted in 2000. And Hakainde hardly 7 days later gets the title deed. He says on his summons to me on defamation of Hakainde Hichilema, he says that I had defamed him. I went out to defend myself and to look for assets which are under his custody, which were mortgaged to Lima Bank, period. That's how I came across these people. So we are in this court, but you see, after his ascendance to power, you should have said, let the sleeping dogs lie. But what we hear there is just Edith Nawakwi and Hakainde got a farm. It's not very interesting news at all to know that your head of state was being charged of fraud, accused of fraud by citizens of the republic. It's not very interesting. It's sad. And I think that on a humanitarian level, if you look at these families, they are actually extremely vulnerable. As a president, he should have extended his hand and said, how do we sort out this? Settled them down and paid them something. But to bully them into acquisition of farms and think that because of a technicality on law and therefore is entitled is extremely sad. Now, these are not issues where we as leaders should be at court fighting each other and what. We should be fighting real issues. The real issues of hunger. The real issues of Munyaule market. We have heard that that Munyaule market was going to be was going to have construction of a market. It didn't take place during that time because the people protested. The site where the people were camping with their markets is actually a public drainage. I want to see which citizen is going to be allowed to construct a building on a public drainage. It's actually a water drainage system, and this government has been coerced into leasing that. We should be thinking about what type of leaders do we have. The Bible is very clear. Oh, and sundry want to run around, Hakainde is good, Hakainde is good. But look, you will know a person on how they treat the lowest in a community. I personally think that what happened to these people, 7 or 8 months away from their families, away from someone who absolutely needed the support of a mother, is nothing short of a criminal offense. It's nothing short of a very callous individual. And they themselves have compensated themselves, but they've left again these people coming to court to come and rinse them up in some clean water. I think it's unfortunate. I know why Hakainde keeps on following me. Up until the case of Lima Bank, all of you, the whole world thought Hakainde was cutting certain in terms of corruption and straightness, but I raised the issue of impropriety on the acquisition of assets, and that's why he pursues me. But I want to urge him that this country is bigger than him and I. I want to tell him that when he stands up and says, God, what have I done? I am only in office for 2.5 years. There's drought, there's COVID, there's cholera. When the leaders are evil, God punishes even the community. He needs to bow down and pray to his God that, God, what have I done? Is it right to graze your animals on dead people's bones? Is it right for you as a head of state to deprive large communities in a mean way of grazing land because you are the president? Is it right that every week Hakainde should fly with our helicopter to his ranch using my fuel, your fuel, when people are dying at this UTH? God is looking. Is it right for him to give Vedanta, a bankrupt company, our minerals? And God says these stones are our witnesses. God gave us gold, diamond, emeralds, and copper. They are the stones, they are birthright. And this man is decimating our wealth and giving to foreigners. And God is protesting. We need him to bow down and say, prayer is good, unity is good, community is seen by the way you treat the lowest of the lowest. Like the people in Munyaule, like Pheluna and Milton Hatembo. They've abused them, used them. He used them to get on the ballot paper. He's now abusing them to try and cleanse himself and say that I abducted them. May God save him. May God visit him in the hours of night and tell him, my son, you were born on this earth. Your mission is to save this nation and humble yourself.